Growth hacking. Such a buzzword, but seems like no one can come to an agreement on what it really is. Some say it's when marketing meets product development. Others say it's all about analytics and experimentation. And then there are some that just call it bullshit. So what is it then? Let's take a look at one of the most cited examples. Dropbox, who used their refer a friend for free space campaign to help increase their growth to 28% per month. What made this so clever was that Dropbox realized that rather than paying Google AdWords $350 per customer, they could simply leverage the cheap cost of storage space. Giving out free space was cheap, and everyone referred everyone for it. Another great example is Airbnb, who after some clever reverse engineering allow their users to auto-post their ads onto Craigslist without the approval of Craigslist. This was ingenious. Airbnb knew that a huge portion of their target market gathered on Craigslist, and tapping into it skyrocketed their growth. Now, because of examples like these, growth hacking seems to be associated firmly with startups. But I don't really agree with that notion. Let's break down the term. Growth and hacking. Growth. This one's simple. The process of increasing in physical size. Hacker. Now you're probably thinking, software hacker. And I understand why, but I'd like to subscribe to something different. Hacker. Someone who's willing to skirt or break the rules to achieve a singular goal. Put these together and we have someone who's willing to do pretty much whatever it takes to grow. There's nothing in there about startups. In fact, growth hacking can even involve large corporations. Let's go back to 1970, the FIFA World Cup in Mexico. Adidas and Puma were fighting each other tooth and nail to win over as many athlete endorsements as possible. But this was beginning to get expensive. To avoid further financial bleeding, they agreed on what's come to be known as the Pele Pact. The legendary player was off limits for either company to use for promotional or advertising purposes. But this is where Puma employed their hack. Just before the Grand World Cup final, a Puma representative secretly approached Pele and made what turned out to be a very cost-effective deal. The match was about to begin. The world was watching. And just as the referee was about to blow the whistle, Pele asked for a moment to tie his shoelaces. The camera zoomed in, and the entire world watched as Pele laced up his brand new Pumas. The world's greatest football player was now publicly affiliated with Puma. Now, looking back at these examples, you'll notice that all of these products have something crucial in common. All of them had already found product market fit before they implemented their hacks. You see, growth hacking isn't really possible if your product hasn't picked up stride yet. Think of it as throwing gasoline onto a fire. The fire is your product. The gasoline is your growth hack. If there aren't any flames, throwing fuel on it isn't really gonna do much, is it? So before anything else, validate your product and find a market fit. Once you do, you can go out there and find your gasoline.
Hey guys, this animation was brought to you by Skip MBA. Cause let's face it, you don't really need one. We will be releasing more videos and would love to know how we could improve. So go ahead and leave us some feedback. Ciao!